Once upon a time, there lived a woman who stayed 18 years without a child, and the villagers called her barren. She was desperate to have a baby by all means, but all her efforts seemed aborted. The husband, Akim, loved her and was calm about the situation, as he doesn't want the wife to feel bad. One Eke market day, being the day of the gods, the man forgot how sacred that day is and left to the bush near the river to hunt. It was a dangerous moment as the gods and the queen of the river had their meetings and a bath in the river. Few minutes, the hunter began to notice some movement and footsteps approaching him. He was terrified and his feet began to shake in fear. The spirit kept coming closer to him. Immediately he shouted. That drew the attention of other spiritual maidens in the river that came to bathe. Everyone was over him as they dragged him closer to the river goddess. Why are you here? The river goddess asked in anger. Today is a sacred day for the gods. I doubt if you've not seen the nakedness of the maidens, you won't go. The man pleaded as he sworn not to talk what he had seen, but they couldn't grant him bail. It was evening and his wife and other villagers began to look for him. They searched and found nothing. Later, the river goddess decided to let him go as the queen mother pleaded on his behalf. She was set to let him go, but on one condition: to sleep with one of the maidens so as for him to keep it a secret, as he won't have the courage to say it to anyone. He agreed and the deal was done. It didn't end there. They knew what the present condition of the wife is, so they decided to grant it to the family. The river goddess raised her hands and a beautiful baby girl appeared crying on her palm. Take this child, she said. She will be an avenue of revenge from me to the king of your land. Say nothing about what you saw here today and keep this baby's existence a secret from anyone, said the river goddess to the hunter. When Akim got home, he couldn't say anything. Everyone wondered where he was and why he had a baby with him. When they noticed he wasn't saying anything, they left him. The wife, who was desperate for a child, didn't pressure him much, as she thought to herself, this could be an answered prayer. She hurriedly carried the baby from her husband, looking happy and worry-free, without knowing the mysterious existence of the baby. Weeks later, the news of the baby spread through the whole village. Everyone was amazed, but no one could tell the mysterious existence of the baby. The newly found parents decided to give their daughter a name. The wife suggested Mirimma, while the husband agreed to it. Years later, the girl grew into a beautiful young woman. Her beauty blossomed as no man passed without looking twice at her. Another Eke market day approached. No one was able to move out at the village, as they all knew it was a sacred day for the gods and the river goddess. The sun was hot, and the Mirimma got up to leave. My child, you can't leave, said the hunter. But I want to move around, replied Mirimma. My daughter, I said it is dangerous to move around today. Today is a sacred day for the gods and the river goddess. Just the moment as they were arguing, the mother came out. Mirimma, my daughter, please stay back. Your father is right. Yet, Mirimma insisted. When they saw that they couldn't hold her back, they left her. She hurried back to the river where she came from. We have been waiting for you, said the river goddess. Come closer, as we will tell you fully what your assignment is. On another Eke market day, you will have the king of that land murdered, said the river goddess. As the goddess has said, I will do it, replied the Mirimma. Just as she was with the river goddess, her earthly parents were worried. "It is already getting dark," murmured the mother. Where could she be? Mirima was given directions on how she would get the king down as part of the revenge. The king of the land had married 3 wives, and one of them were betrothed to the river goddess as a woman who gave birth to her and had labor beside the river bank promised to give her to the river goddess who watched and helped her deliver. The covenant was sealed and the woman gave up the ghost. An old woman picked the child from the river bank. She is very old and wise, so she knew the tradition of the land. She decided to do the necessary sacrifices and purification. The gods visited her and warned her not to do it, as the consecration rituals fell on the head of the husband who would marry her. She later got married to the king. The old woman who picked her told the story to the king, but he gave a deaf ear. The gods came warning, disclosing the consequences to him, but he never heeded to the warnings, as his heart was hardened. He banished the woman and tortured anyone who spoke up about it. He was a stubborn king and defied the laws of the land, but never knew that karma awaits him someday. Mirima grew more in beauty. The king became attracted to her. One day, as she strolled around the community, admiring the beauties of nature, there the king saw her and fell in love with her. He couldn't get his eyes off her, as he had made certain inquiries concerning Mirima. Mirima, who the river goddess has lectured on how to take revenge, already knew the doom that awaits the king. The king sought for her hand in marriage, and the wife of the hunter, who wasn't aware of the doom that awaits the king, was happy that her daughter was going to marry the king. The marriage rite was met and the king took her home. That night, as they slept, Mirima transformed into the river goddess, and there the king met his doom. She got her revenge. Early in the morning, the news of his death spread abroad, as the villagers and the nearby villages was in great merriment. Their persecutor has gone. Another king emerged who ruled the community with love and never treated anyone harshly.